Welcome back to part 4 of the Adobe Premiere Pro Fast Start class. I'm Kevin Keebler, and in this video we'll be talking about basic effects within Premiere Pro. In the last video we took clips from our source monitor and brought them down into the timeline. Now we're going to manipulate these clips with effects. I want my playhead to be over the clip that I will be changing. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to zoom in and expand the video track and the audio track so that I can see this line that runs across it. This will become important later. In order to make changes to this clip, I need to have my effects control window open. The way to open that is to go to the Windows tab, select the effects control window here, or press Shift 5. And now I can manipulate parts of this clip. If I want to change the position, this is the X position or the Y position. If I want to just drag around, I select this box here and just drag. And I press here to reset. I can change the scale, rotation. The opacity is how transparent my clip is. And then for time remapping, this is where we need to come back down here. So you'll see that there's a dot here. What this is called is a keyframe. I'm going to delete this keyframe. With this effects box, I can select motion, opacity, or time remapping. I'm going to select speed because I want to change the speed of this clip. I want to speed it up. In order to change the speed, I can use my pen tool, click on this elastic band, and now I can just drag this elastic band up or down. I'm going to do up to make this clip faster. So at this point, it goes from normal speed to 294% speed. Let's play through that. Watching here. Great. I can also smooth out the change by changing the keyframes. Let's say I also want to change the opacity. Well, I can select opacity. You can see here that it is normal. Up here it is 100%. If I select this point in my timeline and change the opacity up in my effects control window to say to 50, you'll see that because there's only one keyframe, it changed the entire thing. But if I go a little bit over and I go back to 100, it's created a second keyframe, and now it goes from 100% opacity down to 50%. And I can manipulate this within the clip. So I can do the opposite, from 0% to 100%. And if I want to get rid of all these keyframes, I just click on this stopwatch here. Similarly, if I want to make keyframes, I can just press it. And then if I want to view the speed again, I click this dialog box and go back to speed. One thing to keep in mind is if you're making changes on this clip, 1769, but my playhead is over this one, any changes that you make up in the controls, let's say I want to change the position, it won't show up here. So if you're making changes and you don't see the changes being made, it's probably because your playhead in the timeline is not over the clip that you are changing. If you'd like to add more effects, there's also an effects window. I have it down here next to Media Browser. Remember, you can click and drag and reposition these anywhere you want. So there are presets that Premiere has for you. For example, video transitions. If I want to go to this clip here and have a dissolve transition, I go to dissolve. And let's just do a film dissolve. I drag it on the clip and it will just automatically make this nice transition here. I can click on it and delete it. And I can search for anything that I want. Let's say I want to make the clip black and white. Well, I just start typing in black. I see here under image control, black and white. I can click and drag that onto the clip and it makes it black and white. If I go to the effects control tab, I can turn on and off this effect. And there are certain effects that you can also control using the effect control. And you'll see if I have just a limited amount of options, it's because this field is taken. I just want to deselect that there. I want to distort. Now if I go to effects control, I have options under the mirror effect. Another effect that you can do is on the audio side. So here, if I want to use my pen tool, remember it's P, and I click on the elastic band, this is controlling the volume. So I can make this start out very soft and then come back up. And you can see over here, you can tell how loud it goes. There are many effects within Premiere Pro, and I encourage you to explore all of them by just going through each one, dragging them onto your clip, and then just going into the effects control, Shift 5, to play with them. And those are the basics to effects within Premiere Pro. In our last video, the next one, we'll be learning how to export a finalized video